Who we talking to today?
Hello?
Hello.
This is Murphy calling?
Okay, Murphy.
No, Murphy.
Marquis. Oh, okay. And what's your question?
No, Murphy.
Murky?
Murky, like murky water. Okay.
Got it.
Okay, my bad. You're a little low. I couldn't hear you. Sorry about that. Go ahead with your comment or question.
No problem. I'm the cold open guy for the Not Even a show, and I left things a little late last week and had to go to an old tried and true Matt Connerton. But it's nice to have some new faces on the channel, and we're hoping we can get a Let's Start the Show going and just kick this thing off.
Well, thank you.
The fact remains that it's not even a show.
I'll start whenever I want to start, that's when. Hey everybody, Chris James here, and I'm the leader of the Prank Stars, and we're in third place out of 3 teams in the World Pranking League. That's last place, folks, but I do have some good news, and that is I've discovered we can earn points with something that has nothing to do with pranking, and it's known as trash talking, and I'm going to give it a shot right now. This message is for the prankaholics and please and prank you. Listen, do you have a better team than us for pranking? Sure. Are you much better than us at prank calling? Absolutely. But we have one thing that you don't have. It's gone where? Well, why? Okay. Never mind. Anyways, we've got a great episode for you this week as we call Jesse Lee Peterson, Tom Gulley, and a new show hosted by a racist ex-state senator. Plus, we get in a full-on brouhaha with a member of the Bubba Army. First, though, Brian Kilmeade is a Fox News host and a scumbag, and he loves to write old shitty history books, and he wrote a new one, and that's why we decided to call him again. Check it out.
Jason, listening on the Fox News Radio app in Idaho. Jason.
Hey, Brian, thank you so much for taking my call, sir. I appreciate all that you do.
No problem.
I'm loving the new book as well, the Sam Houston book. I love any time you put a new book out. I wish they were longer, though. I wish there were more pages. You know what I mean?
No, I want to tell the story, but I want to read it for people that are doing 2 or 3 things at once. And if you want to read more, just know it's out there.
Especially if you go to Texas.
Everyone's related to somebody in this story. Last night I spoke at the George Bush Library, and most of the people in the audience had some connection to the fight. It's pretty amazing. Thanks for saying that.
Thank you.
Well, I was just hoping for more pages because then I'd have more things to pick up my dog poo with.
Whoops. Oh, no. Oh, and it was a good run, too.
Oh, that's nice.
So what else do you have in your mind, big guy?
Gun?
Bubba the Love Sponge has a cavalcade of terrible radio hosts on his network, and we used to really love Tuttle and Trace, but they're gone now, leaving only Colton, Lummox, and their terrible toxic chat. We decided to see how easily we could rile up the chat, and spoiler alert, very, very easily. Check it out.
Hello, you noob. Calling about Bubba on the radio?
Yeah, I'm not actually. I'm just calling to apologize to Lummox. I've been really hard on him in the past.
I am big, I am dumb, I am Lummox,
And I think I probably intimidated him and made him scared with some of my calls before, and I just wanted to apologize and say I promise I will not beat him up, I will not kick his ass.
Wow, look at that. It's a guy from Utah.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, Idaho, but that's okay.
Idaho.
Lummox, I've turned over a new leaf, so I'm not even going to jump on you for that little miscue. I do want to say, though, the chat, oh, boy, are they a bunch of losers, eh? In their mom's basement and everything and all of those lines.
What? Why? What? Why? Why do you say that, sir? I would like to find you in chat.
What's your name so I know?
I don't go in the chat because I'm not a loser in my mom's basement eating Cheetos and doing all of those things that other people say they're doing.
You do remember who this is, right?
Okay. No.
Remember he came and he had some parodies about a year ago?
On YouTube?
And it's the chat. It's these losers in the chat. These guys are absolute goons, and I would absolutely be able to beat any of them up in a fight easily.
Okay, now, well, I mean, you're cool with Lummy. Are you cool with me, or do we got problems too?
I mean, we've had some problems in the past. I think you're like one of these guys who's a badge licker or whatever. You love the police, but overall, I think you're pretty nice.
Honestly, sir, I think you have me completely wrong. But okay.
No, you one time wore a shirt. You wore like a thin blue line shirt.
Oh yes,
time,
I support the police. But at no point ever do I want to be the police. Big difference.
See, listen to you. You're a badge licker. It's sad. Oh, and all the people in the chat coming at me now thinking they could beat me up. Guys, I could easily kick your ass. I'm extremely tough and one of the toughest guys in the world.
Well, let's see a picture about you then,
no,
sir.
he has his own YouTube channel. I couldn't remember it either.
You can look it up. My photos and videos are up everywhere.
Well, here's your chance to plug it. Plug it.
Well, I don't need these people watching it. These goons, we don't need them around.
Reverse double play 500.
I mean,
I found it one time, and then I forgot.
My friend, in case you don't know how YouTube works, a view is a view. It doesn't matter if it's someone that hates you or likes you. A view is a view, my friend.
Well, the bottom line is I could beat up everybody in the chat.
No, that's not the question, sir. That's not the question.
Yeah.
The question is...
I just want to make a comment to Donkey Teeth.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
Easily could do. Bye.
Anything else, sir?
Yellow.
Bubba Radio?
Hey, Dale the Shipper, what's
going on?
What's up, Dale the Shipper?
Oh man, I was ready to. I want to beat that guy up. He was giving me a headache. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
All right, I got Dale here. Dale says he's gonna beat your ass.
Why do you have to call and complain about Colton, man? He's the man. He's just like me, smart guy. He's just like me, smart guy. When I was his age, I was exactly like him.
Dale, do you want to have a fist fight, old man, or what?
I say we step back and let these two just go. We step back and let these two just go at it.
Just a little joke,
right?
You know? He was just a little joke.
Yeah. We don't even got to say anything. Let them go.
A smart guy that's got a good life going on. Trace is just a freaking,
I got to tell you, Dale, it's one thing for these guys at their age to be doing this, but you're an old man watching this and idolizing these guys. This is truly pathetic. I don't even want to kick your ass. You're kicking your own ass.
I'm a smart guy. I'm a smart guy.
I'm a smart guy.
And I've been Bubba Mark and Army for years.
Yeah, smart guys always have to tell people how smart they are, Dale. That's the mark of a smart man is they have to tell everyone how smart they are. You absolute mouth-breathing.
I mean, at least they'll call in and answer questions, though.
Why are you wasting your time listening to it and calling and complaining?
I mean, at least
because I have my own channel. Don't you? Didn't you?
Yeah, but the problem is you don't plug your channel.
You're a part of it. You're on the channel right now. Do you understand? This phone call is on the channel. You embarrassing yourself is on my channel.
That's awesome. What's your channel so I can check it out?
Oh, he's too pussy to tell you, Dale. That's the problem. He's too big of a pussy.
Oh, then he's probably got 27 listeners on there. You know? It's whatever. Listen, Colton, hang up on him, Colton.
All
hang
right,
up. Let me tell you the real story.
I'll make sure I get the right one. All right, you there, Dale?
Yeah, you know, we were kind of broken up. It didn't sound real good when I had him on there.
At first, we thought Scott Beason was just another terrible run-of-the-mill, low-level radio host, but it turns out he's also a disgraced former state senator, and that's why when Terry called him up, you get to see another side of Terry, and it's a little bit of a nasty side, and I think you might like it. Check it out.
Let me take a phone call real quick. Let's see who's on. Jason, welcome to the program. Thank you for listening.
Hey, Scott. My name's actually Terry, but that's no problem. I'm loving this. You're railing really hard against these Antifa people, and I love that. You're having some problems with your video feed, though. The latency on it keeps cutting out. You're having some tech issues.
Really? Okay.
And, yeah, I might be able to help you out with that. Do you know where the issue lies? What kind of frames per second you dealing with?
30 frames per second at 720p. I'm using a trial version of a program called Minicam.
What you got to do, Scott, I got to say, man, you got to get the full version.
Is that what I got to do?
Well, you're supposed to be a professional radio host.
No, I'm not. That's the thing. I'm an amateur radio host, and I'm worse at even technology. So, yes.
Yeah. Well, be a little more kind to yourself. I mean, just because you're out there parroting, the things that other people say on bigger radio shows without any knowledge of your own doesn't mean you're a bad radio
That's
host.
true. That's right, because it's all a matter of making sure the message gets out there. So parroting is fantastic,
why have
Jason.
original thought?
Yes,
why
I could.
having-
Well, give me one, Jason.
Well, I'll give you one. A grown man doesn't know how to do tech on his radio show and is putting out a terrible product and is embarrassing himself constantly every single day.
I know. I agree with it, buddy. Thanks, buddy. Take care, buddy. God bless you. Love you, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hey, that means we're getting out there. I think if he will check, which I know he won't, someone called yesterday to say, "Hey, look, that is odd because the most famous, most widely heard radio host in the country, who has been out ill, said almost exactly the same things we said on this show." Which last time I checked the watch, and I may not be able to make this little mini cam thing work right. Means that my show comes on before that show, was saying almost the same thing about the same issues and things that were not written down by some writer. So maybe it's not just parroting here, but look, I'm glad people like the show, and I'm glad Mr. Jason Terry, whatever his name is, was able to listen, and I'm glad it bothers him that we're here telling the truth.
Tom Gulley is a strange man who has a very love-hate relationship with Tech Head Terry. But last week on the Patreon episode, we discovered through a Fat Master phone call that Tom Gulley is actually very sex positive, and that's why he got a call this week from our friend Porno Pat. Check it out.
Hi, and welcome to the Tom Gulley Show.
You're on the air.
Oh, hey, Tom, it's Pat calling, Porno Pat.
Oh, that sounds exactly like Trent? Yes. How are you today?
Well, I think you know that his name is Terry and his friend the Fat Master. Yeah, I am
Well,
friends with them.
wait a minute. How did you jump to Terry? I said Trent.
Because that's my friend. That's my friend who calls into your show.
But maybe I know another guy named Trent that you sound like.
I mean, I know that you don't have that many friends. Terry told me that he's one of your own
I've got a tremendous amount of friends, and but no, I'm just kidding. You can go ahead. Like I told you before, I want all of Terry's multiple personalities to be happy.
Well, my friend Fat Master told me that you're sex positive and you don't kink shame, and I'm a big fan of pornography, and I was wondering if you wanted to talk about your favorite types of pornography, your favorite categories that you use, and sort of what your fat situation is at the moment.
Well, you're going to find this probably not in key. Now, you do whatever you want. You can take a...
Oh, I will.
You can take a cheese...
I will.
I have no doubt of it. You can take a cheese grater to yourself if you want. That's none of my business. I personally don't indulge in any of that because, I prefer to find a lady of my choice and be in a relationship with her and, have the real thing. So I don't really need to engage in all that other stuff. I'm sure that your situation is much
more different than that, and
being unable to find a girl to do any of that stuff with, you're probably forced to find other alternative outlets.
I can actually find plenty of girls. They're right over there on X videos.
Yeah,
there's lots of them there.
Not actual real three-dimensional corporeal creatures.
Well, they are real. I'm not sure if you want to be. I thought you were sex positive. That's not the best.
But
you might. They're not real people.
You might have heard
porn
me
stars
say.
Are real.
You might have heard me say three-dimensional.
In person.
I guess you're done talking now.
Okay. Well, Terry, thanks for calling in with yet another different name and another ludicrous, absolutely idiotic conjecture.
Jesse Lee Peterson does not seem like a real person, and there's a chance that he's not a real person, and the verdict is still out on that. But for now, let's check in as he gets a call from one of our old pals, Just. Check it out.
I want to get to the next story. Nick is coming in. About this transgender MMA fighter. But first, let me go to Spencer out of a first-time call out of Flint, Michigan. Spencer.
Hey there, Jesse.
Hey, Spencer.
Hey, I'm afraid to say I just farted.
What a beta man.
You know, whenever men act that way,
they're all girl. Really.
Oh, girl.
So, Nick, this story about
what just happened?
What was that guy's name?
Vincent.
It was an immature, retarded guy called it.
I missed it. I was walking in.
Yeah.
I totally missed it.
I just farted on your show. You didn't hear, but now you know. And I'll do it again. You might think I'm immature, but this is actually my job. This is how I survive.
This is the end, the only end, my friend, the end. And you know, there's a chance I've actually said that, and I know that I have, but when you've done so many episodes, it's like 190, and with the bonus ones, even more probably, you're gonna say things twice. And speaking of the bonus ones, go over and check out the bonus ones at patreon.com/notevenashow. This week we've got some good Steve Opath action and the return of Jim Barish as well. A couple of fun characters that we love and know and love. Anyways, speaking of knowing and loving, know yourself, love yourself. And also, I gotta think of better outros. The key, I think, will be to think of it before I start recording. And then that way, if I have a plan, it will potentially be better and I won't be left scrambling to fill the time like I am now. Bye.